A Chinese company has just unveiled a new version of its humanoid robot that can get pregnant, carry a fetus for 10 months, and even deliver a baby. So let's talk about this. Researchers have been working on a number of different human-like robots that can do specific tasks such as cleaning tables, making coffee, or even acting as a personal trainer. But we are still quite a long way from creating a general-purpose humanoid robot that is comparable to humans. But this hasn't stopped some companies from trying, and one such company is Guangzhou Kaiwa Technology, a Chinese humanoid robotics company based in the Guangdong province that makes both android and gyroid robots. And these robots are being developed for both industrial use in factories, but also for domestic use in the home. Now, while most of their robots are built for labor rather than companionship, they did unveil their latest model at the 2025 World Robot Conference in Beijing last week, which was designed to mimic human pregnancy. It is the first life-sized humanoid robot in the world that can simulate the entire process of human pregnancy from conception to natural delivery in about 10 months. The company believes that its new robot could help address China's falling birth rate by providing a solution for couples struggling to conceive naturally. The company had previously unveiled smaller versions of the robot in 2019, but at that time it wasn't able to simulate childbirth. Now the new version of the robot, dubbed the Angel by the company, is a significant step forward in the field of reproductive technology. Let's take a closer look at how it works. It is a female humanoid robot that is programmed to mimic the functions of the female reproductive system. During the pregnancy simulation process, a sperm and egg cell are placed into the robot's artificial womb, where an artificial amniotic fluid keeps the fetus at a constant temperature. The robot then goes through 9 months of simulated pregnancy, which includes fetal movement, nutrition, and voice interaction. After 10 months, the robot delivers the baby through a vaginal birth canal. Now it's worth mentioning that this is a simulation of the pregnancy and childbirth process, and the robot doesn't actually create a human embryo or fetus. Instead, the robot simulates the entire process of human pregnancy and childbirth without actually creating a human embryo or fetus. Instead, a small device is placed inside the robot's womb to simulate the presence of a fetus. So what does this all mean? Well, the researchers believe that this new technology could help address China's falling birth rate by providing a solution for couples struggling to conceive naturally. In fact, there has already been a lot of interest in this technology from couples who have been unable to have children naturally. However, it is unclear whether this technology will be available to the general public anytime soon. The Chinese government has not yet released a statement on the use of this technology, and there are many ethical and social issues that need to be considered before it becomes widely available. In addition, there are also concerns that this technology could be used for other purposes, such as creating artificial wombs for soldiers or for pregnant women who are at risk of complications during pregnancy. The potential applications of this technology are still being explored, and it is unclear how it will be used in the future. The concept of a robot that can carry a baby to term has been around since the early days of artificial intelligence research. In 1973, science fiction author Isaac Asimov wrote a story about a robot that gave birth to a baby. And in the years since then, researchers have been exploring the possibility of creating a robot that can mimic the functions of the female reproductive system. In recent years, advances in robotics and artificial intelligence have made it possible to create a robot that can simulate many aspects of human pregnancy and childbirth. For example, in 2019, a team of researchers at the University of Alberta created a robot that could simulate the process of fertilization and early embryonic development. And in 2021, a team of researchers at the University of California, San Diego, created a robot that could simulate the process of labor and delivery. However, no previous attempts have been able to simulate the entire process of human pregnancy and childbirth. And the new robot by Guangzhou Kaiwa Technology is the first to do so. The idea of a pregnancy robot may seem like a futuristic concept, but it is actually rooted in centuries of technological innovation. For example, the first artificial limb was created in ancient Egypt around 3000 BC, and the first mechanical heart was invented in the 17th century. These early innovations paved the way for modern medical technology, and the idea of a pregnancy robot is the next step in that evolution. Of course, there are still many challenges to overcome before a robot can be used to carry a baby to term, but the technology is rapidly evolving, and we may see this become a reality sooner than we think. One of the biggest challenges associated with the use of pregnancy robots is the ethical considerations involved. Many people believe that pregnancy and childbirth are sacred processes that should only be experienced by human women. Additionally, there are concerns that pregnancy robots could be used to create designer babies or to exploit women's bodies for profit. These ethical concerns need to be carefully considered before pregnancy robots become widely available. Another challenge associated with the use of pregnancy robots is the potential for job displacement. If pregnancy robots become common, there is a risk that they could replace human workers in the fields of healthcare and childcare. This could lead to job losses and economic hardship for many people. It is important to consider the potential impact on the job market before allowing pregnancy robots to become widespread. Despite these challenges, the potential benefits of pregnancy robots are too great to ignore. They could help women who are unable to conceive naturally to have children of their own. They could also be used to reduce the number of miscarriages and stillbirths that occur each year. Additionally, pregnancy robots could provide valuable insights into the process of human reproduction and development. As technology continues to evolve, we must be willing to embrace new possibilities. Pregnancy robots are a controversial but potentially life-changing technology that could help millions of people. We must carefully consider the ethical and social implications of this technology, but we must also be open to the possibility that it could change our world for the better. What do you guys think about this? Would you ever use a robot like this to have a baby? Let me know in the comments below. And speaking of AI, there is a platform that pays you for your online presence. You get paid for signing up, and every month you'll receive a payout for things such as views on videos, images uploaded, time spent watching videos, surveys taken, offers completed, and referrals. All you have to do is connect your social media accounts and start earning. It takes less than 5 minutes to sign up, and you can make money in your spare time. There is no limit to how much you can earn, and you can cash out anytime directly to your PayPal account. That's all for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.